What's that? Is a hair? What is a hair on the woody? Huh? You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be somewhere else. Why there is a flickering in this thing? I don't understand. Let's see who comes. Totally unannounced. Unannounced, and it's Sunday. It's Sunday, and I'm unannounced. Unannounced Sunday. Let's see what's going on here. Guido Fossati, Guido, and your Guillo, El Pillo, Mary, Emma. Ah, already four of us in this chat. Let's see what's going on. Let's give it a. I'm gonna give it a second. Well, I'm gonna give it a minute or so. Let's give it a little bit of time for more people to join in, totally unannounced. I tried to do. I wanted to be a little bit earlier, but I thought, okay, let's do a little bit in the afternoon. So also from from the west, they wake up, and it's Sunday. Everybody's home more or less. Oh, so many. Caesar, Rodrigo, Marcella, Miguelito, Eduardo, Silvia. Did I say Silvia twice? So, Milton. So nice to see all of you guys. Why this thing is flickering, this camera? This is pissing me off. Camera, don't flicker. I have to check. Let me see if I can do something about this flickering. I have no idea why it flickers. Rodrigo Diaz. You've seen the reaction. Ah, seguiste la reazione a Soda Stereo. Bravo. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, Rodrigo. Yeah, I just uploaded a reaction on Caifanes live. I've never done a Caifanes live. And who else is joining you? Wow, Talina. Gustavo De Marco, Fernando Geo, already say Mary, Hugo, Peter Vidana. Peter, first question. Okay, what kind of microphone I'm using? Oh, you recommend to make some demo singing? I mean, there are so many out there. I mean, Rode microphone are pretty cheap and pretty good. If you don't want to spend too much on a condenser microphone like this one, this is a Rode microphone. I think, what is it? NT1A Rode microphone. It's pretty good. I use it for singing. It's also good for studio, and it's like in the €170 range, something like that. Chris, in Australia. What time is it in Australia? It's like already morning or something. It's like 12 hours ahead. What's going on? You're already working, or is it in the middle of the night? It's Freep. It's Freep. Nice to see you. And Agus Galvan. Hello. Hello, everyone. Chris Yagalajan. Riveres e pasión locura de mi corazón. Sí, nice to see you. Qué placer vederte, mirarte aquí. Todo los vos. Why am I speaking Spanish in the most broken way possible? I apologize. Mephisto, it's my pleasure to have a musical interest in your culture. I have musical interest everywhere around the world because I make music myself and I love music. Music, it's life. San, hola, buen domingo a ti, tu familia, todos. Reacción Bertrand Peito, Putra Onsu. I don't know this one. I gotta do some of those. So much. Nice to see you, Diego Drummer. So much to see you, Lumar. I from Barcelona. Nice to see you. Fitz McFly. I love that surname. Every time I hear McFly, McFly. Every time I hear McFly, I cannot help but think of Back to the Future. Diana Ray, 7:30 a.m. Groundhog Day. Where are you? Say you are in Mexico, Diana. Where are you? Ciao, Stregato. What are you high on? Man, I don't smoke. I'm high all the time. I used to smoke weed like around 20 years ago, maybe 17 years ago when I first came here in Amsterdam. At the time, truth to be told, I also smoked cigarette. I went out partying, drinking, and also smoked weed. I remember smoking weed. It was very interesting. I enjoyed smoking weed. Uh, Actually, I was already 23 when I started smoking weed here, and I never done it before. I broke my hand. I broke my hand, and I remember I was, as you can see, the bone goes a little bit lower here instead of being straight. See, I broke my hand, and I had a cast for like 4 weeks or so. So I started to smoke weed a little bit, and I started to enjoy it very much. And then I started to smoke weed every day. Not too much, but like a joint or just a puff every now and then. A couple of joints every day when I watch movies and stuff like that. It was super fun to smoke. And then all of a sudden, I just got tired. I think I smoked for a couple of years. I smoked until 25, and then I got so fed up. I just got tired. I just got tired of being stoned. And I also stopped the drinking. Let's see what's going on here. You ask questions, they take time, and I have to go on a rant explaining things, and I miss the question. Let's see what's going on here. Nice to see all of you. Aminuddin, nice to see you. San Mansiur Tanchun, nice to see you. Damian Antonio Alvarez Barria, I love that name. I love Damian Antonio Alvarez Barria. I want to have a name. I want to have 4 names as well. Why do I have 1 name? Ciao Umamun. Umamun also sounds very nice. And Julia Debot, Nieves Martinez, Cardinal Connor. Let me see. What's going on here? Don't worry. I'm going to react to Gustavo Cerati, Soda Stereo, until you ask me to stop. So let's see what's going on here. Yes, Cardinal Connor. Weed and alcohol burn your neurons. That's true. That's true. I'm totally healthy. Um, some indulgences, sometimes I like sweet and stuff like that. I'm also vegetarian. You don't have to be. It's a personal choice. I've been vegetarian for almost, also probably almost for 20 years almost. Well, Itzy. Ciao, Itzy. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you also in the vlog. I mean, if you guys want to know, I can also tell you on this, on this live, I can tell you how I ended up here. I can tell you a little bit of story if you want to. Just 10, 15 of you just type yes, and I start to tell you the story, how I ended up here, if you want. Otherwise, let's move on. Gentile Killer. Why did you give me a thumb down and also like an excrement emoji? What did I do wrong, eh? Even though there's excrement, the manure emoji is very cute. Here we go. We already got like 5 yes. There are not enough yes. We need 15 yes. Peter Vidana. Yes, I told Dale we're going to do a cover. Actually, we're going to do also a reaction together. And we're gonna do it on the phone or something. Maybe let's see. Maybe I can call Ale now. Let's see. We became really good friend, me and Ale. And let's see if she's busy. I send her a message. Let's see. She's busy. Vediamo un po'. If she's not busy, I'm gonna call her up on WhatsApp, and we're gonna feature her for a second. Sandro from Argentina, Yondorian 1. I don't know Sandro. I gotta check that out. Ten yes already. Oh, all right. You really want to know? Okay, well, we're almost there. Jorge Carlos Ardong, Talina Garcia. I love you too. Mwah. Another yes. We got a double yes, also with the Z. Let's see. Let's see. Ale, she's home. Give me a second. So what's going on? Los Angeles, 7:10 in the morning. Mary, you just woke up. I love Los Angeles. Mary, sooner or later you're gonna see me like living there again. Let's see, Halle, she's collecting her energy. Let's see if she's gonna say yes. Showing up for a minute on the live here on WhatsApp. Let's see. Let's see if I can manage to convince her. Let's see. Tráeme la noche. Bring on the night. Gustavo Cerati. I don't know this song. Well, there are plenty of songs I don't know. Here you go. Okay, then let's call Lale for a second. Let's see if she's gonna answer. Let's see. Eccola qua. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Here we go. Look at this. See, Alessandra.
Sorry guys, I'm without makeup. I just finished, to clean the house.
Can you hear Alessandra? You see, we have Alessandra live on our live here. Now all of a sudden the live is gonna go to 500 people immediately. Come on, say hi to Alessandra. You ask for Alessandra, now you don't say hi to Alessandra? Huh? Say hi to Alessandra. Here we go. They're all saying hi. Agus says hi, San says hi. Look at that. So Cardinal Connor, hi Alessandra. Amaru is also saying hi. Peter is saying hi. Here we go.
Oh, Maru. I'm very close to Maru. She's a lovely lady.
Maru, you see all Ale, you see all of you. Nice.
Mi sentono.
Sì, ti sentono. You hear her, right? You can hear her, right? I can hear you. Look at that. Yeah, Ale, she was on the radio Mendoza yesterday, but I think they're gonna show the show in a few hours, right, Ale?
Yes, this is what they told me. We recorded yesterday the interview, and now they are editing, and they're gonna publish maybe in 1 hour, 2 hours maximum.
Yeah, that's super cute. And also, Alessandra, she's growing, like San says, she's growing really fast. So hopefully this trend keeps going, and I'm super happy for her. And Yeah, we just wanted to take we just want her to be live a little bit, but we also don't want to bother her because probably she's doing other things. And yeah, it's so nice. I told them we're gonna do a reaction like this together, perhaps. We'll try to do.
Yes. Yes, you know why? You know what I have to tell you, darling, that some of the subscribers, they were complaining with me, telling me, we asked this song to Frank and he never does. Please tell him, tell him. And basically is a particular song of Soda that I did the reaction just to let them calm down, and it's called Sobre Dodis de TV.
Sobre?
And Frank, Believe me, darling, we have to do this reaction together.
I'll do it,
but you have to see.
I'll do it later.
This song.
I'll do it later. Send me the name on WhatsApp. I'll do it after the live. I'm gonna do another reaction today, and I do after the live. So we make them happy. And yes. So demanding. What's going on here?
Yeah. No, because when I did the reaction, then I realized what they told me. You are going to love this song, and that's why Frank is going to love it. After I heard it, it's beautiful. It's very 80s style, and even the lyrics, they will make you laugh a lot.
I'm gonna check it right away.
So
I'm gonna check it.
Lovely song.
I'm gonna check it.
So this is my request.
All right. Now that we've done it live, now that you requested live, I cannot go back not doing it. I probably missed it. I don't know how I missed it because every time I get like 72 trillions. What's going on here? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I got a message for Neatrix Areco. Hi, Frank, just watching you. Don't even answer me. I love you. But, Neatrice, are you here somewhere? I cannot do 4 things at the same time. Talking to Alessandra, talking to you, talking to the camera, and talking to Instagram. And anyway, Ale, just I'm going to say hi again.
What I try to tell them, hello. I try to tell them to not get upset if we don't read all the message and do all the requests, because we have a live, guys. We need to eat and sleep as well. And not just make reaction.
Why do sleep as well?
Message, and I'm telling you with my heart,
Yeah, I know, but obviously.
Basically, they think it's ignoring them, but
well,
it's not.
Yeah, obviously, it's also the fact that each one there is a sense, of course, of intimate connection with each individual, right? At least from their side towards you, and like when you get like 50 messages a day, it becomes really hard to go through all of them. So it's obvious that you're always going to miss something because it becomes just daunting. I really go through most of the messages and check for stuff. Sometimes I even reply to the bad comments and stuff like that, but you're just gonna miss it. The more you grow, the more you're gonna miss stuff. So that's why I'm also doing those live.
Yeah, of course.
I want to do more of this live, and
we try to give attention.
Yeah.
We try to give attention to everybody. I try to reply, but for example, no shame to say that I needed to shut down the notification on Facebook because I couldn't even sleep. So it's not a lack of interest. I read everything, and I really am so grateful about the messages. But guys, I'm just one, and there are so many people in the world, So
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that you get way more requests on Facebook than I do. That's for sure. That's for sure.
So far for the education, I said yes to 1,500 people.
1,000 people. Wow! Wow, that's crazy.
Check my Facebook page. It's crazy.
The power of Mediterranean women.
Anyway,
you see.
It's fine.
So I think I lost.
Yeah, but they don't know how much dangerous we can be. That's fine.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, guys. She's from the south. She's from Sicily. They have guns. They have guns like Vicente Fernandez. That's what they. So you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. All right, Hale. I'm just gonna go back because they want to know a little bit of story how I ended up here in Amsterdam. So I'm just gonna share that with them. and I just wanted to, I just want you on just to say hi to them, and we did a little bit of live together, and this live is gonna stay.
Yeah.
So if you're not subscribed to Ale, go subscribe to her and make her channel grow. And me and you, we talk later, right?
Yes, I'm gonna join the live.
All right, all right, all right. See you in a bit then. Ciao, Ale.
First of all, I'm here to support. Ok, ciao Gioia.
Ciao, ciao, Bel. Ciao,
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 bella.
ciao, ciao. Say hi. Ciao, ciao. So we got Ale on the phone here. So nice. She's super lovely. And anyway, let's go back to the story. Here we are. Do I miss something? A lot of you wanted to know how I ended up here in the Netherlands. All right, let's start. Let's start from 1998. 1998. I just finished school. I studied to become a captain on cargo and passenger ships, and I was out of work. At the time, I had my very first band called Valhalla, which was a sort of wannabe progressive metal band. And I still have some tunes somewhere at the time. So we were busy making music, and I really wanted to, that's what I wanted to do already then. So we were making music and at the same time looking for a job, and I spent that year working on that band. And all of a sudden, in the spring of '98, I got my first job on board, and I started to put on the side money because my intention was to go live in California. I wanted to live in the States, so I went on board. I went on board the first time on a small cargo ship, and this cargo ship was delivering water to the islands, mainly in Italy. So we were doing the whole Mediterranean, but because it was a small tanker, sometimes we also took wine from Greece to France, from Spain to Italy, to Italy to Spain, to Italy to France, and the other way around. So actually, I had a wonderful early summer on that small tank ship, because we were traveling throughout the Mediterranean, and it was hard work, but was also very beautiful. And at the time, I was a deck boy, so I was just working like crazy every day, doing everything. But we'll tell that another story. I came home, I spent the summer in Italy, and then in August I went on another ship, and which was much. I went in Canada I went to Vancouver to take the ship. This was a mixed container ship, a Roro. So I was one of those big ships, also loading coal, minerals, soy, all kinds of stuff like that. And I was on board until October, November, and I disembarked in Belgium, I remember. And I spent the Christmas at home, and then I had enough money to buy my ticket to go to the US. And my father at the time was working here in the Netherlands. My father is a cook. He also was working on passenger ships previously in his life. But in '96, he ended up here working because, yeah, you got to live. So it was here. I came here in February to spend a couple of weeks with him. And I bought my ticket and I went to San Jose in California, close to San Francisco, where a friend of mine that I met in Italy called Jack, which we're still a good friend, was living there. So, at the time there wasn't Facebook and this and that. So when you meet somebody, that was your connection. Jack at the time was married to a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, that ironically, this good friend of mine ended up living here in the Netherlands as well after divorcing Jack. We're all good friends. We all went through transition. But anyway, at the time, Jack was married with this good friend of mine. We spent the summer together. He became my connection. And, 8 months after, when I had the money, I just bought the ticket. I spent 2 weeks here in Amsterdam, and I flew there. I had so much fun living in San Jose for 3 months in '99 that it was really great. I really wanted to stay there, and we started to make a little bit of small musical project there in San Jose. and I really loved the vibe of California. And then I came back here, and when I came back here, I think after a couple of months, I ended up meeting this girl, and we ended up being together for freaking 8 years. We ended up being together for freaking 8 years. And that sort of also changed a little bit the direction of my life, because I wanted to go back there. And then I ended up in this relationship for 8 years, and I didn't. And after we separated, I started to create my own business here in the Netherlands, and which I'm still working on it, and I've tried to live in between, like, of course, the business is, I'm working on the business every year. I also had other musical project in the meanwhile. I've been painting, I've done a whole bunch of stuff, but in 2006, I started my own business, and I started to import food from Italy. And at the time, I was doing it with my younger brother. Well, I started alone with my dad. My dad was a little bit selling some stuff at the time, a little bit of pasta and that kind of stuff. So I helped him out, and I basically, I remember in 2 months I went around with my ex-girlfriend's car, just trying to get as many clients as possible. And I remember, like, in a month time, I had like 25 customers. So immediately I grew, and then I started to take it from there. Some of those customers I still have. They're still friends and they're still customers. So that's great. And because also when you have a business, life changes a little bit. My intention in 2007 was also again to leave after the relationship, but then I ended up having a business, and I also enjoyed working for myself. So I ended up putting a lot of effort, which I still do, in the business. And in the meanwhile, I've lived also in New York a little bit. I lived again in Los Angeles. And my intention is, again, to spend a little bit of time on the West Coast and the East Coast of the US, because I have family there. My sister lives in New York. So my sister lives in New York for 17 years. So I have I have a connection with the United States and New York. So I look forward also to go back to New York as well. I don't know if I was a little bit generic, but you got a picture a little bit. I hope it was satisfying for you. Let's see what's going on here. Here's some pain there. What pain? Alessandra, she wants to move in. She wants to. I think nobody of you was listening to me. Were you? Nobody was listening to what I was saying. What's going on here? Mechi Galindez. Ciao, Mechi. Nice to see you. Indorian 1. I have a lot of friends. Muchos amigos in Argentina. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Oh, thank you so much, Peter Vidana, for inviting us. It's really lovely. That's really, really lovely. Thank you. I was just kidding, Ale. I know. Tommy Smart. Ciao from Mexico. Nice to see you, man. What kind of... also, we got Eliana from Chile. Oh, I love this. I love this that you guys are from everywhere. So enjoyable. I love this. Are we getting messages on Instagram as well? Yes, we are. We're getting messages on Instagram as well of Instagram. We go. We got a Neatrice. I'll answer to you, Neatrice. I'll answer to you. And did you send me... Oh, you sent me a nice Repulsive Exhume. What's this band? Well, we'll check later. Now, also, Ale sent me... also, Hale sent me the link to Soda Stereo song, which we're gonna do after. Let's see. Ciao, Miluna. Ciao. Nice to see you. Here we go. We answer also to Instagram. That's super nice. Guys, today I've also uploaded an older song, which I also forgot to tell you. In 2008, I started also another band, which was also the reason why I didn't leave. That band was called The Days After the Storm, and was made by a bunch of wonderful musicians. And of course, as always, I was the singer and writing the lyrics of the songs. And we released some songs, which is still available on iTunes and everywhere. And today I've reposted a video that I made in 2010 or 11. I forgot, of a song called "Longing." Oh man, I remember I made a weird video with the footage that I had. At the time, I had a Mac G5. It took way longer to do the editing. But, like, I'm trying to breathe the new life in stuff that I've done, also to share with you guys as a sort of an archive, and also to show you, like, like what I was doing and what I'm doing now. So if you're curious about the song, go check that out. Go show some love. It's the last video I've uploaded today. It's called The Weirdest Video. I'm trying also to, put a little bit of a strange title with the hope that perhaps it bumps into the algorithm search, like to see if it works or not. Christian also has a brother in the USA. Nice. Peter, you need to sleep. Sleep is very important. It's extremely important. Hey guys, I'm gonna do a Soda Stereo reaction after the live. I've done a Caifanes. If you want to see, I've done a Caifanes live because I've never done a Caifanes live. So go check Caifanes. I like Caifanes a lot. I have to do more Caifanes as well. Stregato, inizia a seguirti su Instagram. Grazie mille. Se parli italiano, sei awesome. Panama. Panama. Rolando 0572 from Panama. Nice to see you, my man. Panama. Wow. I think you're the first one from Panama. Nice. Ba-dee-da-dee-da-ba. Na-dee-da-na-na-na-na. Oh, lovely, Osmar Estrada. I go to my singing lesson. Super awesome, and keep singing, keep learning, keep being curious, keep pushing, keep believing in yourself, keep moving forward. Eliana, I've done a couple of Café to Cuba reactions already. There is more than 1,000 videos on this channel, so most likely a lot of bands I've already covered at least some videos, so you can check that. And if you want to see other stuff, we're gonna get to that as well. Carnal Flores. Carnal Flores, I love the name. The best talent comes from Mexico and Argentina. So many great artists. Well, there are talents everywhere, of course, but yes, I agree. There are beautiful, beautiful singers we have discovered in the last period. But the more you look around nowadays, we're so fortunate. We're so fortunate that talent can be shared literally from every nook and cranny of the planet, from every place, from every small village. Nothing is isolated anymore. As long as you have an internet connection. Sub to Rager Ryan. Ryan, don't spam. Please don't spam. You're welcome on the chat, but don't spam. Doesn't work. I've tried. I know. So there are talents everywhere. As long as you have an internet connection, literally no small village it's out of reach to reach a wider audience around the globe. Rishi, I said don't spam, please. Don't spam. We have seen you. Don't spam. Thank you. Spinetta cover. Muchacha ojos de papel. Muchachas ojos de papel of eyes of paper. Emilio 24. Ciao. Nice to see you. Nice to see you guys. Nice to see all of you for the live. As usual, I didn't do any send you any message. I didn't give any notice that I was coming online, but that's fine. Internet and Italians are everywhere. That's very much true, Stregato. That's very, very true. We are everywhere. And we travel, man. We travel like a lot of Italians live around the world, everywhere, yeah. David Elias Robles Gonzalez. I love that as well. I love those 4 names. I love it. Ciao, saludos. Dario Giorgio. Ciao Frank, saluti dall'Argentina. Ti consiglio di ascoltare cosa? Cosa mi consigli di ascoltare? Fammi sapere. Che devo ascoltare? Ciao Marianna, ciao Marcello Santecchia, ciao Mephisto, Talina Garcia, ciao Gustavo De Ma. Okay, no, those I remember already. Gustavo De Mark, you want to know how I met Alessandra? Actually, I met Alessandra because Alessandra was a subscriber. So she was first a subscriber. She was following my reaction, and she became a fan of my music. She became a fan of Tin Man and Sparrow, my music, and we started to talk, and we became friends. That's all. Very simple. So the friendship started from being a subscriber of the channel this summer, I think, around this summer. Then we became friends, and she started a fan page of Tin Man and Sparrow, which still exists, the Captain Valkyria crew. So she's managing the fan page, and she came to visit here for a couple of days in December. She stayed here a couple of days. She met Gianfranco, my musical partner, and yeah, we became very good friends ever since. And I also because she's also a musician, Alessandra, she's a guitar player, and she's getting back in her groove. She's getting back in her groove of making music. So probably she found a little bit of inspiration by watching the reactions of another musician, of another artist that is also doing that, continuing pursuing his dreams, which would be me. And I also suggested her to keep making music, and I suggested that you should start to do the reactions as well. Do the reactions, start to have an audience, start to talk about music, and you grow, and then when you feel ready, you start to share more of your stuff, when you warm up again. So yeah, that's the story with Ale. But you can ask her; she'll tell you the same thing. You see, she's coming back on stage soon. You see, I told you. Bajo Fondo Tango Club, featuring Gustavo Cerrati. Hey, but Gustavo has done so many songs, that takes time to check all of them, David Bisbal, desnúdate, mujer. Huh? That's what I wanted to say to my next girlfriend. Desnúdate, mujer. Desnúdate. Ahora. Huh? Like that, yeah? We got somebody from France. Danny Double C. You're awesome. Where in France are you? I love France. For the longest time, I wanted to live in Paris. Let's see what's going on here. Antes de Ciro y los Persas. Man, so many bands. I get lost with all those names. Thank you, Emilia24. Deeply appreciate. George Armani Collin. Hello from Los Angeles. Nice to see you, man. Good morning. I've done some female singer from Argentina. Mercedes Sosa. Didn't Maru MF. Haven't you seen my Mercedes Sosa um, reaction, and also Amanda Miguel? We're gonna do some more of that. Bajo Fondo is like Gotham Project. I know Gotham Project. I used to listen. They were in my playlist a lot. I think around 2008. Mojado 81. Hi, man. Nice to see you. Everything is good. We're just here chatting. We're just here a little bit live. We're just here talking, Sunday talking. Pablo Durand, sing like Serge from Soda Stereo, from System of a Down. Well, we have a little bit of different voices. Serge Tankian is also a great singer and a great artist. Incredible, great, of course. Freaking System of a Down we are talking here, huh? It's almost about time. It's about time that they reunite and do a new album. I actually recently, yesterday, I listened to a new song of Pearl Jam. They're coming out with a new album, and the song was called, this song of Pearl Jam, what was again? Let me say, I have it here on Spotify. This new song of Pearl Jam, what was it called? New song of Pearl Jam. New song of Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam was called, here we go, Dance of the Clairvoyants. Pretty interesting song, Dance of the Clairvoyants. The new song of Pearl Jam. We have a friend from Michigan, USA on the chat. Where is he? Where is she or he? Here we go. Michigan Exotics. Nice. Nice. You grew up listening to Italian music, Giovanotti. Pensa positivo. Keep up the good work. Nice to see you, man. Or girl, dude, do that. Nice to see you. So nice to see we have an international audience here on the channel. Super lovely. Guys, you can talk in between yourself. You can ask other question. We can just make sounds, you know. Too bad I cannot invite other people on the chat live. Otherwise, I will randomly do that. Julio Sosa, que me va a hablar de amor, el varón del tango. Hey, do you know, guys, that I'm friend with? Well, I actually don't see him for a long time. But he comes here I don't know if he's here now or he's in Argentina. I know, I've been friend. I was quite close to Omar Mojo, the tango player. I don't know if you guys know of him or if some of you know of Omar. He comes here every summer with the wife. They do a lot of concert in the Netherlands and in Europe. And we were a good friend in 2006 and 7 when I first met him. But I haven't seen him, I've seen him probably some years after, but then we sort of lost contact. Of course, so sometimes, Facebook, whatever, we exchange message also with the wife. But yeah, I was just curious if anybody of you know Omar Mojo. He's it's an incredible tango singer, and he also comes from an interesting family of artists because the brother is also super famous in Argentina, the founder of Divididos, right? Yes, he's the brother of Ricardo Mojo. Yes, exactly. I know. You remember telling me that. Lautaro you saw Omar. So he's in Argentina. Oh, all right. That's lovely. Yeah, I like Omar a lot. I love his voice. I remember he's such a wonderful person. When I met, such a full of energy, and we had such a good time in 2006 and seven. I remember such an interesting story as well. Such an interesting story as well. I found him very inspiring. All the hardship. Of course, I'm not going to say anything here because it's private, but all the hardship that he went through, and he managed to get out on top and to find a new direction in tango, and is an incredible singer. And at the time when I was still also dreaming of becoming, pursuing music, I remember meeting him was a wonderful inspiration to see a man in his past 50s just putting so much effort and being such a great singer and reinventing himself. It's lovely, and he's having great success still. So still find it incredibly inspiring. And I want to if I have one objective in life is to do that, to being still inspiring and to keep believing in my abilities as a singer. Yeah. Omar's got a new album. You know that I also love. His rock career. Uh, um, he gave me a CD at the time of Mum, his band, and there are so many songs that they're super nice, super nice. At least I enjoyed them. I remember really enjoying, and I also like a song that he did with the Papa Blues called La Divina. I like that song very much, La Divina. Do you guys know that song? Sorry, guys, if I'm talking more Argentinian rock and stuff, but we were just sharing. Yeah, Omar spent some of the time here in Amsterdam as well. Maybe now that the audience, the Argentinian audience is growing, the next time he comes here, I tell the wife, and because me and Omar, we always had to sort of communicate in between Italian and Spanish and a little bit of English because he doesn't speak very good English, and the wife, she speaks English, so I always spoke more with on Facebook with the wife. That she's super lovely, and maybe when they come back, I ask them if he wants to come for a live show or a reaction or a talk here on the channel. That would be super cool. I'm sure that if we pass the 100,000 subscriber, it would probably also make sense to do a little bit of advertisement of other artists like that. So, Doomsday Clock. Obviously, Doomsday Clock, what kind of question did you ask? Thailand found effective vaccine for coronavirus. Well, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. You want to, you guys, you want to talk about a little bit of geopolitical issues and coronaviruses? Well, you have to know. I'm sure that the coronavirus is nothing new. It's there are many coronaviruses. This is nothing new to the extent that it's a sort of a type of virus that yeah, it's cataloged in many ways. I think the SARS was a coronavirus as well. There are some form of normal flu, which they're also coronaviruses. But this string, this alteration of it seems to be very infectious, also to people not showing signs yet of the disease. So you got to watch out, and it is spreading fast. Hopefully, you know, first to find the vaccine, but also our immune system will adjust to it. Out of the 15,000 people affected, 300 died, and hopefully the others survived. So I was listening to a doctor saying that the average mortality is around 2 point something to 3% so far, which it's more or less normal. Don't forget the normal flu. Normal flu every year kills tens of thousands of people all around the world. Normal flu, just normal flu. So I think in 2018 or 19, there were like in excess of like 70,000 people dying in the US alone, if I'm not mistaken, of normal flu. So, yeah. Well, finger crossed. Let's hope this thing doesn't become a pandemic that alters into other things that we have to go through a zombie apocalypse in 2021 or something. See what's going on here. We did a little bit of news. We talked a little bit about the news. Alessandra, do you know that there is already 2 cases in Italy as well from 2 Chinese tourists which they landed in Milan, and their hotel room in Milan it's been sealed off and quarantined, but they were found in Rome. So they found them in Rome, and hopefully, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, Valentina Bose. Valentina Bose. Hi, Frank. I'm from Mexico and I love you. I love you too. I love you. I love you unconditionally. Yeah, I have to check if I can do more Miguel Bose song. I love the Si tu non vuelve. I love that song, man. I love that song. Stregatto. Stregatto. I don't know if you have seen my cover of Miguel Bose. I did a cover of Miguel Bose, Se tu non vuelves. I did a cover of Soda Stereo, Signos. I did a cover of Soda Stereo, I think. Which one did I do? Música Ligera, I think. Música Ligera? I forgot. I was trying to do Città della Furia, but it's a little bit high for me and screamy. So I have to try it. I'm trying. I was also studying Crimen. And yeah, we'll see. I'm going to do more. Alessandra, you will be fine. You guys remember, don't touch your mouth, don't touch your nose, don't touch your eyes when you're outside and you've been in very crowded area, in the metro, in the station, in the metro station, in supermarkets. Just simple procedures, and bring with you a little bit of alcohol hand sanitizer, if you want to wash your hands. And the first thing you do when you come home, you really wash your hands with some sanitizer for like 20 seconds, and soap. And even something that simple decreases the chance of you getting sick, also on a normal flu. So simple things like that, keep that in mind. Mephisto, what music do you like? What music I don't like? Well, it's really hard to say because I like so much. I like so much music. It all depends if you vibe with it or not, and also in periods. I cannot say that I'm an extremely great fan of trap music, of this more commercial pop that it seems like done in like uh, in factories. They use the same words, the same structure, the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And also some electronic music. I know that electronic music is more for dancing, but there is some stuff that I just you know I would never think of putting it on, not even for dance. I dance to rock. I dance to rock and metal. Carnal Flores. Carnal Flores, I don't know if that's a joke or that's something vulgar that you're doing right there. But if your intention is vulgar, please don't do that ever again on this chat. Thank you very much. Fabian Pirola, I love you too. I love all of Argentina. I don't know if I told you guys, but do you know? I also said this on the last live. Do you know that in the 80s, in the end of the 80s, we were almost ending up in Argentina to live, right? I already explained a little bit in the other live. My father was buying. He saved up some money working on passenger ships for many years, and we had family, friends of relatives, family friends living in Argentina, and he went there a couple of times traveling. You know what? I still have a VHS tape of my father in Argentina somewhere from 87 or something like that. And I don't have a machine to convert VHS tape into digital. Otherwise, I would maybe go through that kind of stuff. But anyway, he was trying to buy a small pension, a small hotel with 22 rooms in Mar del Plata, which for the time was fairly cheap. And then at the end, it didn't go through. Hermético of Alma Fuerte, Fabian Silva. All right, we're gonna listen to that. Just keep reminding me because I honestly forget. Mago de Oz, Mago de Oz. Is it an Argentinian band, Mago de Oz? I've never been in Mexico, Valvetina, unfortunately. I would love to come to San Miguel de Allende. I love, at least it looks very nice on pictures. I don't know how it is to live there. I have no clue what's around, but San Miguel de Allende sounds like super lovely. Yeah, Maru, I haven't painted in a long time. I think I stopped painting since 2014, 15. Vero City, hola, desde Madrid, España. I love Madrid, man. I've been in Madrid once and I really like that city. Oh, I need to stretch my back. Ah, here we go. Ah, Mexico must be freaking gorgeous, man. I have a lot of friends which they go to Tulum. Of course, Tulum is probably more commercial. But I love the beach, I love the sea, but I also love mountains. So because I grew up in the south of Italy where we have mountains and then immediately the sea, because literally the mountains they hand into the sea. So it's very unique coastline and we have both. We have a little bit of plain, mountains and sea, and I love that. And yeah, I would love to find a place like that. Alessandra, yeah, I know. We put. Oh, by the way, here we go. This is funny enough. I think the first time I saw my book was thanks to Alessandra. Probably a lot of you don't know that I write as well. And Alessandra, when she came visit, she showed me my book for the first time, which I never bought it. I'm so freaking weird. I spent so much time working on this book and I never bought it. So I ordered it myself from Amazon. And so finally, here we go. Look at that. I finally have my own book. I have my own book in my hands. See, that's me. As you know, some of you know, I also write novels. Well, at least this is my first novel. I only wrote this novel. And I was so happy when it came because this is the first time that I was going through my book, you know? I don't know if a lot of you knew this, that I also write. And it's so funny because here says, I didn't know how they categorized. To me, this was a magical realism, science fiction story. But the way they tagged it was genre, paranormal, thriller, women's fiction. Look at that. I don't know if you can read that. See? Dreams from the Sky. And Alessandra, she's also a writer. So she's writing her book. And Yeah, she read my book and she liked it. So thank you very much, Alessandra. I really appreciate that. No, Fabian, unfortunately, the book is in English. It's in English, and there is also like on Amazon the Kindle version, which is like $1.80. So for anybody curious, it's incredibly cheap to buy the. If you read on Kindle, I think it's probably one of the cheapest Kindle book that you can buy on Amazon. But if you like science fiction and a great adventure, maybe you want to, you want to give this a look on Amazon or on other channels and stuff. I always forget to advertise, like I like to advertise T-shirts and caps like this that I've made, but I should advertise more of the art stuff that I do, like my music and my novel, because this took like 2 years to write. And if you want to know more, I tell you more about this. Maybe we can also read a little bit of it and the backstory of it. Oh, let's see. Allora, Arcex One. You can find many places like that. You're referring to Mountains of Sea that I told you before, uh, in in uh, in Mexico. Yeah, I'm sure Mexico must have a lovely, lovely landscape, man. Santiago Casaret. Frank, have you heard de la Máquina de Hacer para? No, I haven't heard that one. Emilio 24, I already did. I did already a reaction of Caifanes. I did a live from 1988 of Caifanes. So you're going to start to check that. And now I'm going to be online for another 10 minutes or so. And I'm going to go straight to do a reaction of Soda Stereo that you guys wanted to see. This strange song, Alessandra sent it to me here. So I'm going to check. I'll do that and I'll post it. And I also posted another song of mine from a previous band. So there are 2 videos online if you want to check. Velvetina Bose. Yes, you can buy the book on Amazon on Kindle. It's super cheap. It's €1, $1.80 or $1.90, the Kindle version. If you use the tablet. So yeah, it's super cheap. It's on Amazon. If you just type on Amazon Dreams from the Sky, it just comes out the book and the Kindle version. So yeah. Oh, you most welcome. Thank you for asking. There's nothing that I love more, of course, than share what I do. Like just the things that I've been passionate about, that I'm passionate about, that I worked on. So for me, it's a pleasure and a blessing that you ask me, about my book and my stuff. I truly appreciate that. Alessandra says, like, I want to see a million copies sold in the next month. Wow. I'll be happy if I sell a million copies in 1 year, Alessandra. That'd be amazing. I think, Velveteen, I think I've done a Janis Joplin reaction. And if you're fond of Janis Joplin, go check also another reaction, or this artist called Beth Hart. Beth Hart. She's just, the reincarnation of Janis Joplin. Unbelievable, that woman. Tanya Pereira. Wow, Frank, you're so versatile. Well, I'm just trying to explore a few things, just explore a little bit here and there. I really enjoy being creative, and this is my way of being. I don't know if I'm useful, but that will be the objective, to do stuff that people can enjoy, and in my way, give back. I believe in learning, in learning, expanding, growing mentally and spiritually, and then give back. Just give back, uh, the giving back is so incredibly important because it's that part of our humanity where we basically leave behind things that other people can use, and it can be in any field, in anything that that can help the evolution of our society, each individual in their own way. A smaller step, a bigger step, a bigger a bigger help, a smaller help, it all matters, it's all relevant, so in my way I'm just trying to be useful. Fabian, it's my pleasure to discover Argentinian rock and Spanish rock, Spanish speaking rock, because it was a complete, wonderful surprise for me to see that the level, like you said, the level of those bands is nothing less than those coming from the US or UK, which historically they have always more or less set the standard. And I can tell you another thing, if you're curious, and we're going to share more of that, Japan has some pretty good rock band, which I used to listen a lot, a lot of interesting artists. And also Indonesia. Indonesia, they're really fond of hard rock and metal as well. Yes. If you check this band called Adane, they're pretty awesome, man. Like more or less, sort of AC/DC style type of stuff. Vicente Fernandez. Vicente is just amazing. He's turning 80. Wow. But he officially retired, right? If I'm not mistaken, from stage. Christian Hosses, who is Jerusalem? Oh, Presto Vivace. What's the band name? Izan. Ah, you just found my channel, Izan? You're awesome. So those live, they do work, huh? Nice to see you. So you checked the Godzilla track of Eminem. And I don't know if you know, or probably already knew, that's why you were checking Godzilla, that for a lot of the Argentinian followers here on the chat, they know that that song uses a loop from a song of Spinetta, which I also, if I'm not mistaken, I also did a reaction to. And I've also learned the reason why Eminem used that song, because I think one of his musicians was either a fan of Spinetta or worked with other producers that worked with Spinetta or something like that. And then Eminem reached out to the family, Spinettina. And I also learned that the son of Spinetta is actually a rapper, right? He's also a rapper himself. He's a musician himself. And I've also learned, it has nothing to do, that the Gustavo Cerati, the son, is also a singer. But a lot of you discouraged me from checking him out. Golden Nose. Well, Golden Nose, they're seeing you. We are 48 in the chat. They can see that you wrote, give me a shout out. I don't even know what you do on your channel. Hopefully you do something good that you enjoy doing. Mariana Dante Spinetta. Yes, the son of Spinetta. Xavier B. Hi, Frank. I'm from Argentina. You have to react to Pulsar. Live in Monterrey. Cerati, Pulsar. All right, Pulsar. Well, I got to do a Cerati. I got to do a Soda Stereo after the live. So maybe we do that as well. Sì, Marcello Santecchia, sì, esatto. È copiato da una vecchia canzone di Spinetta, esatto, sì, sì. Step, no, probably I made a mistake. It's not Godzilla, it's Stepdad, right? Was Stepdad that was copied from a song of Spinetta. I made a mistake there, I think. Oh, Nina Hagen. Oh, yes, we can do that. You guys, I've been asking you guys, like to support also. I love reacting to Argentinian music and Mexican music, but we have at least 5, 6, 7,000 people that they follow almost every Soda Stereo song and other song, and I'm asking also you guys, those guys, every one of you, to support also the other videos so that we can find out new things, like also new songs and new artists, or explore other things everywhere around the world. So we keep it like Alessandra De Valle, saludos. Eliana, saludos. Eliana, were you here already? I'm getting confused. Nina Hagen, yes. I mean, those are the great, those are the great women of of the 80s, new wave and punk sort of. Soldier of Fortune, you kidding me? I had Soldier of Fortune. I had Soldier of Fortune on a tape when I worked on Cargo Ship in 98. Are you kidding me? I was listening to that stuff already. Izan, yes, that's a good idea. It's just that obviously, not there are a ton of hip hop songs doing that, but of course, my knowledge is not that extensive. But I know many songs. I know many songs of hip hop artists which they use samples from great, great bands. Thank you, Carnal Flores. Thank you. Which Hatton, Michaela? Which band are you talking about? Tanya Pereira. I studied commercial school to become a captain on cargo and passenger ships. That would be funny, Maru, to react to another reaction. We can do that. I'll tell Ale. We'll see if we can do that. Ah, so you mean Soldier of Fortune? You mean the song? Oh, also because there's also a band called like that. Of course, of course. Oh, Marcos Bongara, thank you so much. I deeply, deeply appreciate that. Izan, I'm not Argentinian, I'm Italian. I'm Italiano, exactly, like Carnal Flores says. I'm Italian and I live in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Amsterdam. So, guys, I think you know what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna let me check. Okay, Alice, she sent me this song. So here we go. I got this song of Soda Stereo. Sorry, of Soda Stereo, Sobredosis de TV. Me Veras Volar Gira 2007. So as soon as I hang up here, I'm gonna go straight to this video and I'm gonna do a reaction and I post it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. But do you have to because Ale says that you wanted me to react to her reaction of that video. That's also possible. We can do that, but maybe it becomes confusing a little bit. Meci Galindez, they say Argentina people are Italians that speak. But do you know that from my family, we have ancestors, cousins, and whatever. I'm talking like of 1900, and both um, people, like relatives of my family, they went to live both in Argentina and also in the U.S. And I know for a fact of both. From the family of my father, from one side of his family, his great grandfather, I think his great great grandfather or great grandfather of my dad. He lived in the U.S., working in the U.S. He went back and forth for many years, so I also have a connection with the U.S. in that way. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, wait a second. I have to decline this phone call, otherwise we are on live chat here. Argentina has a good soccer players. Are you kidding me? Argentina has had probably the best soccer player ever. Huh? What about Maradona? You forgot that? I'm not a football fan, but Maradona, I come from Naples. Maradona is still God in Naples. He's still a deity in Naples. Exactly, the hand of God. Huh? Maradona is still the most well-known athlete in Italy and in Naples. Hey, Leila Calderon, nice to see you from El Salvador in America Central. So nice to see you. God bless you too, man. Marcos Bongarra. Yes, I could go a little bit more into details like that, but ultimately I'm not a vocal coach. I know how to sing. I learn. I'm also learning into improving and so on and so forth. I'm not focused so much on that aspect. Also because they're really like incredible vocal coaches on YouTube. I try to react also more like from a point of view as an artist, as a musician myself, in a more like general perspective of the song, the impact, the vibe, the feel, and all of that. Il Pibe de Oro. Il Pube de Oro, maybe. You never know. He maybe painted it in gold. He had enough money at the time, apart from those that he snored. Indorian one, yes, I'll do a reaction to my own music. We get first 100,000 subscribers, and then I do that, and I'll do that with makeup. I'm gonna react to my own music in makeup, and also we do also other reactions. We're gonna do Soda Stereo reactions, or like some of the big bands that you want to see reactions in full makeup. As soon as we hit 100,000 subscribers. Alejandra Ijar Montoya, you're asking me, Alejandra, you're asking me how important this community, or you asking somebody in the chat? Diego, I just had lunch before. Now it's already afternoon. It's 5 o'clock. Actually, it's almost time for dinner again. Yes, yes, Reggaeton. Pixie, I did La Maltida Vincitada. Actually, I discovered, if I'm not mistaken, I discovered a song that I really like, a very uh, more like sort of a bluesy, sensual song of theirs. Izan, I like all kinds of music, man. I'm a metalhead, you know. Like I grew up listening to Sepultura, to Morbid Angels, to all like Iron Maiden, Metallica, all kinds of band. Of course, the whole grunge scene, Deep Purple, Alice in Chains, like the whole rock scene. Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, King Crimson, all progressive rock, everything. Yes, Camel, and all kinds of other bands, and then grunge, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, and so on and so forth. Soundgarden and Mother Love Bone. I mean, I love all this kind of music. You played football against Maradona, man. That's a great story, man. That's a wonderful story. I think Pixie, yes, that was Kumbala, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Well, sometimes I am biased. I am biased, but yeah, you try to keep it open. It's just what it is. Transmetal is a Mexican death metal band. All right, we're gonna check that out if I remember. Yeah, we did Javier. We did. I think I did already a reaction of Seru Giran or Grian. Seru Giran or Seru Grian. Oh, really? I remember because when I got into metal, then of course at the time we were trying always to get heavier stuff. So we just listened to everything that we could put our hands on, and of course it wasn't like today that you just go on Spotify and you basically find all music. You literally had to find somebody that had the tape that you could copy of a song that you didn't have, of a band or a whatever, and that's how music spread around. So I think some guy had this mixtape with Sepultura, Morbid Angels, Iron Maiden, and some other strange bands, and those are the songs that were available. So even songs from Manowar. Which one of you remembers Manowar? Do you remember Manowar? Come on, I want to know if some of you knows Manowar. I think very few of you knows Manowar. Yeah, Neatrice. Neatrice, we needed to get the tapes. Enlazador, Lunar. What's up, Frank? Everything is good here. We have been on the chat for an hour and a half almost, my man. Kings of Metal. Oh man, yes, I listen to so much stuff. But I'm pretty open when it comes to music, nowadays, especially more than ever. I can see the beauty in a song of Vicente Fernandez. I can see the beauty in a song of Luis Miguel. I can see the beauty of a song of Seru Giran. I can see a beauty, even in a rap song. You know what I mean? I can see beauty everywhere because that's how it is. It's just your prejudgment that sometimes closes the door to understand other style of things. And when I was younger, of course, I was also more into almost despite everything that wasn't hard, like with great solos and great musicians, like the metal bands I was listening to. Yeah, man, there's so much great music to listen, wonderful music. Alejo, I've heard this Andreas Calamaro. I don't know how many times. I always forget. I haven't checked him yet. What does he do? Oh, what do we got there? We got a Japanese comment. Oh, I love that. I don't understand you. I suppose it's Japanese, but I just love you. I feel excited. I love Japan. If you're Japanese, mwah, mwah, mwah. If you're Japanese, I'll tell you this. I love Lunacy. Do you know Lunacy? Anybody of you knows Lunacy? This incredible Japanese band, or Soldier of Fortune, or Gazette, the Gazette. Anybody knows this? Or Koji Tamaki from Azenkitai. Do you think that I don't know those bands? You crazy? I love Koji Tamaki from Azenkitai and Luna Sea and the Gazette. Velveteen, I don't think I'm a good dancer. I used to dance when I was young, but I can try. We can dance together if you want. Tanya Pereira, I'm Peruvian. You deserve a kiss right away. Mwah, mwah, unconditional mwah, kisses all over mwah for you, and it's not creepy at all. Mwah. Here we go. Javier, I'm doing great. It's nice to be with you guys. And some of you said something about how important was this community for me, I assume, but she didn't reply yet. And if she was talking to me, how important this community is, it's freaking important, man. I love it. I love this is all I wanted to do. Have an audience and to share my stuff. You crazy? I love each and every one of you for the support, for the attention, everything. And I just hope that between the reactions and between the talks and between, like the book and the covers and the music I make, I can give you something, more of value that you can add into your life. That's all I desire. That's all I want. Senor Wolvier, Kapanga, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. We have also a lot of followers from the east, and I love that. Oh yeah, you're new to the channel, Lizan. Nice to see you. Really happy. Thank you so much. Estadio Azteca de Calamaro. What do we have to check? We have to check the Calamaro guy. All right, we're gonna check the Calamaro guy. All right, guys. It's almost an hour and a half. An hour and a half live. Wow, my live, they're always so long, but I love it. I love talking to you. I love to hang out with you guys. Katupeku Machu. Katupeku Machu Hard Rock Band. Wow, so many things to check it out. I agree. I agree. I agree. Look at this, Velveteen. Look at this. Huh? Look at this. Can you see it? Oh, there's a reflection there. Always spread love. That's the cup. You see? Always spread love cup. Yes, I know. It's a nice catchy phrase. So simple, yet it's those are the important things. Those are the valuable things. To try as much as possible to be kind, present, loving. You don't have to put down your pants and bend over in a doggy style and let life, like abuse you or something. That's not the objective when I say it's always spread love. Always spreading love. It's a way of being aware of when you can do something, an act of kindness or whatever for another human being. Oh, Mariana, of course, you are in the summer there, right? It's full summer there in Argentina. I forget that. So you guys, most of you guys in Argentina, they're going. In Mexico, doesn't matter. In Mexico, in Mexico, it's always summer anyway. So it's always great. It's warm and warmer. That's it. They only have two temperature in Mexico, warm and warmer. And in Argentina now it's summer. I just did the Layla. I just did the reaction. I've did actually 3 or 4 reaction of Alejandra Guzman. And yes, of course, totally. I got totally bewitched, especially when I saw the video that she's younger. She's a gorgeous girl. She was a gorgeous young girl. Like I was like totally like with my tongue on the floor when I saw those early videos. Beautiful woman. Oh, Izan is from Florida. Yeah, you are like it's subtropical temperatures there. So it's either like raining and wet or hot and wet or too hot and wet. Oh man, I remember, like I've traveled across the globe on a cargo ship, so I went through the all time zones and also through all the like temperature zones, right? And I remember I passed the equator several times, up and down. And I remember I was in Singapore, man. Oh man, I was in Singapore in May or April. I was like, what on earth? And I come from the south of Italy. The summer is proper summer. I mean, in Italy, in the south, like Alessandro also can tell you, in the summer in July, at 12 o'clock, you cannot be 5 minutes under the sun. You literally go nuts. The sun is just going to kill you. It's warm. So I'm used to high temperature, in the summer. And I was in Singapore and I remember like, wow, that wall of heat and humidity. I was like, this is intense. How the freak people manage to live here? Santecchia, I have to drink Quilmes. Well, I have to say, I don't drink very much. Actually, I don't drink at all. But every now and then, like once a year, maybe I have a sip of beer or I drink half a beer. So we could do that. If I find this beer, maybe now that starts to get warm. I like white beers sometimes in the summer when it's warm. But I really drink very rarely. It's really a rarity. Oh man, Izan, I love the temperature in Los Angeles, man. I love that temperature there. I don't know if it's the perfect city, Los Angeles in itself. It's not, but I love the landscape. I love the territory. I would live in Los Angeles right now. Like, boom, boom, go. Right now. Hey, guys, anyway, I'm going to call it a quit because I have to give you a reaction. And my throat is drying out. I need to drink some water. So we passed an hour and a half. This live will stay on. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for joining again the live chat. Doesn't matter how long you stayed, but you joined the live chat without notice. And, we have been here for an hour and a half. We're going to do it also next week. And I give you a little bit more notice. Yeah, that's all. I really want to thank each and every one of you. You're just lovely. I love my community. I love the way we're growing. I just want to keep doing it better. So I just wanted to come in and, as usual, spend a little bit of time with you guys. And yeah, man, I hope to see you soon. And we're gonna call it a quit. I wish you a lovely day. Like some of you are just probably starting the day, or anyway, like it's lunchtime or something. Yondorian, Indorian, I love you too. I love you. Yes. Kisses to all of you. Oh man, I feel so blessed with all those wonderful kisses. I feel warm inside. I feel warm inside. But I have to stop. I have to stop before I start touching myself too much. Thank you, Galthorn. Thank you so much, guys. Arturo, 8:30 in California. Yes, yes, it's really early. So, you guys, I wish you, anybody that is starting his or her day, I wish you a wonderful Sunday. If you're going to sleep on the other side of the globe, good night and sweet dreams. And, well, see you in a bit. See you in a very little bit. As soon as I do this Soda Stereo reaction, and I don't know if I managed to do another one because I'm already an hour and a half online here. Huh? I'm working all day. Manu Ank. Hola, loco. Ciao. I know you understood right away the loconess of this man. So, anyway, peace out, like they say. Always spread love. And mwah, mwah, mwah. See you in a bit on another video. Mwah, mwah, mwah. How many kisses? Mwah, mwah.